I work for all of you. I'm George Leventhal. I represent you on the Montgomery County Council.
George Leventhal worked his way through the Maryland Democratic Party before becoming a member of the County Council in 2002.
All in favor of Councilmember George Leventhal being elected as president, please raise your hands. And that is unanimous.
While on the council, he was elected to the position of president twice and also served as chair of the Health and Human Services Committee.
Mr. Leventhal votes yes.
George was influential in the creation of the Montgomery Cares program, the county's health care system for the low-income and uninsured.
About 30,000 people this year in Montgomery County without health insurance will get access to a doctor because of the Montgomery Cares program.
George also worked tirelessly to see that programs to address homelessness got the necessary funding to move ahead.
We're about to check out all around the library to see if there's any homeless folks.
While on the council, Montgomery County was able to end veteran homelessness and make major strides to end chronic homelessness under the direction of George.
And these are the people who most need the help of government. And so I've always felt compelled to do what I can on a priority basis.
You are working for the county?
That's what I'm doing.
I can't think of any priority more significant than people who don't have a roof over their head, don't have a place to stay, or sleeping in the woods, or sleeping on the street, sleeping behind 7-Eleven. I've just always found it a very compelling issue.
It says he lives with his parents, but it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning and he's walking around with a great big backpack full of stuff. And it's cold. Yeah.
Getting residents in Montgomery County moving was a top priority for George.
We must invest in our transportation infrastructure.
He was a big supporter of the Inter-County Connector, which was completed while he was in office.
And it's just so much convenient and avoid all of that traffic of 495.
And he also co-founded Purple Line Now with the late Harry Sanders. This coalition of organizations pushed hard for construction of the 16-mile light rail system, which broke ground in 2017.
Finally, we're going to be able to entice people out of their cars to commute by fast, safe, speedy, efficient, clean, quiet rail.
And finally, one piece of legislation sponsored by George that most likely touches the most county residents is his Earned Sick and Safe Leave bill.
Let me say a big, huge thanks to Council President George Leventhal.
This measure put forward a mandate that every employer operating in the county must provide sick leave for those employees who work in the county.
I'd like to see this measure uniform in all 50 states. That's what our goal should be. And we do want basic worker protections in law affecting every state in the United States. But we have a Congress that just refuses to work with President Obama and Secretary Perez. And so they've called upon us to lead on leave, and that's what we've done.
I have been singing your praises all afternoon.
There is no question George Leventhal will leave the council with a legacy as a champion for health care
And through our own network of community clinics called Montgomery Cares, which I founded back in 2005.
the economy, education,
I've gone to many different schools.
and transportation.
I'm here to serve you and to try to find innovative solutions to some of these issues. So I just really want to thank you very much for your participation.